Hello children, today we are going to discuss something about the different type of cell organelles. Cell organelles are the living structures present in the cytoplasm of the cell. These can also be called as organoids. In fact, the double membrane bound cell organelles are mitochondria and plastid. Let us first discuss something about a very important cell organelle, mitochondria. Mitochondria is a double membranous cell organelle. This cell organelle was first seen by Kolliker in insect cells and it was named by Benda. It is found in cytoplasm of all eukaryotic cells except mammalian RBC, or it is found absent in prokaryotes and mammalian RBC. It is also called as the powerhouse or storage battery of the cell. If I talk about the structure of the mitochondria, it is actually a rod-shaped structure which is double membranous. The inner membranous has some folds which look like this. On these folds, some minute structures which look like this, they are present. Besides this, consists of DNA molecule and minute ribosomes are also there. If I label this diagram, this one is the outer membrane, this is the inner membrane. Inner membrane has some folds and these folds are called as cristae. On these folds, some minute units are present. These are called as oxysomes, or they can be called as F0 to F1 particles. This is a circular loop of DNA. Now, mitochondria is a rod-shaped structure where outer membrane is a smooth one while inner membrane is folded inside to form cristae. Cristae are actually children, these are the infoldings of inner mitochondrial membrane that possess ATP synthesizing units which are also called as oxysomes or F0 F1 particles. On these oxysomes only ATP is synthesized. Space between the inner and outer mitochondrial membrane is called as perimitochondrial space. Perimitochondrial space. The fluid present in mitochondria is called as matrix. There is a fluid which is present in mitochondria. That fluid can be called as matrix. Now matrix contains enzymes for Krebs cycle. It also contains DNA molecule and ribosomes. So therefore mitochondria is called as semi-autonomous cell organelle because it has its own DNA and ribosomes. This was the first double membranous cell organelle which looks like this. The second double membranous cell organelle is plastid. Let me discuss something about the plastid. Plastid is the only cell organelle which is present only in plants. Plastid term was termed by Haeckel. Plastids generally contain pigments and may synthesize and accumulate various substances. Plastids can be categorized into three categories. They can be chloroplast, they can be chromoplast, or the third type of plastid is called as a leucoplast. If I discuss about the three plastids, chloroplast, it is a green plastid and it is a site of photosynthesis. On the other hand, chromoplast, it is a colored plastid other than green. Colored other than green color. It imparts color to fruits and flowers. Leucoplast, it is a colorless plastid which is meant for storage of food. Now if I discuss the detailed structure of chloroplast, because this is the only site of photosynthesis. Chloroplast is a green plastid. Chloroplast was first seen by A.V. Leeuwenhoek. If I talk about the structure of the chloroplast, It consists of two portions. One portion is called as grana and the other portion is called as stroma. Chloroplast is actually double membranous structure, double membranous disc shaped structure. Mostly this type of shape is present in all the plants, and it consists of two membranes. These double membranes are made up of lipoprotein, plus it consists of a portion that is called as grana. Grana is the lamellar system. It is the lamellar system which is made up of lamella only, and these are found layered on the top of each other. These stacks are called as grana. Each lamella is made of a unit membrane. Now each granum is formed of 10 to 100 round, flat, coin-like structures made up of lamella only, and these coin-like structures are called as thylakoids. In each thylakoid grana lemma, quantasomes are present. On thylakoids, quantasomes or small units are present. One quantasome, it carries around 230 chlorophyll molecules, and different grana are together with the help of tubular connections. If I talk about the stroma, that is the next part. Stroma is the granular transparent substance called matrix. Grana are embedded in it due to the presence of DNA and ribosomes. Chloroplast is also called as semi-autonomous cell organelle. Let me draw the structure of chloroplast. This is again a double membranous structure. It consists of lamellar system, coin-like thylakoids, which are placed one above the other like this, and these are interconnected also. It also consists of a loop of DNA, plus it consists of some ribosomes. It consists of a starch grain. Let me label the diagram. This is the outer membrane. This is the inner membrane of chloroplast. This is loop of DNA. This is one single granum which is made up of a coin-like structure. This coin-like structure can be called as a thylakoid. Plus it consists of a matrix. That matrix portion can be called as a stroma. These interconnections are called as stroma lamella. Stroma lamella, or they can also be called as Fred's channel. Fred's channel. Now different grana together, they are connected with the help of tubular connections called stroma lemma or Fred's channel. If I talk about the function of grana and stroma, which is a part of chloroplast, functions, following are the functions. First important function of stroma, it is a site of dark reaction of photosynthesis. Site of dark reaction of photosynthesis. If I talk about the grana, grana is a site of light reaction of photosynthesis, as they contain a photosynthetic pigment called chlorophyll. Let me discuss something about different type of leucoplast. As I told you children that there are three types of plastids. First is chloroplast, which is a green plastid. The second one, it is chromoplast, which is a colored plastid. The third one, it is leucoplast, which is a colorless plastid. Now leucoplast can be categorized again into three categories. First type of leucoplast is called as amyloplast. Second type of leucoplast, it is called as elioplast. And third type of leucoplast, it is called as alluroplast. They all have a different function. Amyloplast is meant for, it stores starch. Elioplast stores lipids and oils. Alluroplast stores proteins. So this was all about the types of plastid, and plastids and mitochondria both are double membranous cell organelles, and both are called as semi-autonomous as they consist of their own DNA and ribosomes. In the next lecture, children, we are going to discuss about the single membranous cell organelles. Thank you so much.